Good day, and thank you for joining me. My name is Kat DeBuyser, and I am the creator of Wise Turtle Oracle. I receive messages of inspiration for spiritual growth from my guides. I share those messages with you so that they may provide you support as you walk along the spiritual path to your higher self. If this is your first time joining me, thank you so much for stopping by. If you have enjoyed previous messages, welcome back. I hope you enjoy the message, and please drop me a note in the comments. Please feel free to like and subscribe to this page and join our community. Today's message is calling us to recognize those things and people in our life that control us. Here is the message. What are those things that control us? Control our behavior, control our thoughts, control our moods, control us even though we know we are being controlled? Like a choke collar around our neck, almost cutting off our ability to get enough air into our lungs, releasing just enough at the last minute when we are about to go limp, but then restraining us again when we think we are free from it. Are we controlled by past thoughts, grief, and guilt? Do we talk about it over and over, either to ourselves or to others, but never really break free from it? Maybe it is our childhood memories, unhealthy relationships, or self-destructive habits from the past. We may not be in those relationships or still practice those habits in the here and now, but we still talk about them repeatedly. It is like every time we tell the story, we are actually being controlled by it again in some way. How can we stop being controlled by what was and is no longer? By that which brings us down or makes us smaller? Are we being controlled by people in our lives? Be it family, friends, coworkers, even strangers who we encounter. What is it about us that allows us to give away our energy, our strength, and our self-determination? When we allow others to impose their will on us in such a way that we feel less than or feel like our feelings don't really matter, we are still being controlled. When we put others before and ahead of ourselves because of how they influence our sense of self-worth or cause us self-doubt if we don't acquiesce, we are being controlled. How can we break the chain that tethers us to the pole? What other things in our lives do we allow to control us? Maybe spending habits that keep us from having enough money in the bank, or unhealthy food choices that keep our body from feeling its best. It could be physical living conditions that clutter our mind and energy. There may be several areas in our life that control us if we look closely. Removing the collar and chain is of our own free will. First, we have to identify the ways that our lives are not our own. Where are we being held back or held down by those things that control us? It could be that we need to make a list to see what those things are. Maybe we need to talk to trusted friends who can gently guide us to those areas where we could focus our attention. We could elicit help from those in our inner circle who may know us better than we know ourselves. Once we identify where we should begin taking back our control, the real work begins of breaking the chains that bind us. Writing exercises, various healing therapies, meditation, being physically active or being outdoors, these may allow us to regain control of our lives. Control is negative when we give it away to others who want to take our power away from us. We should be able to live our lives where we are in control, where we have the final say as to how we share and use our energy. Only then will we no longer be strapped down and restrained. I hope this message provides you inspiration on your own personal journey. Thank you again for joining me today. My contact information is in the description box below. I look forward to hearing from you. Please stop back to listen to other messages of inspiration. Bye for now.